All right, everybody. So I'm going to try this again. Okay, I'm going to give you a full reaction this time because the last time, what you saw in my first reaction is essentially how quick I'm able to sort of pick up on a song being dope or not. I mean, it doesn't take that long. The truth of the matter, I mean, it's not just me. I mean, I'm sure it's you as well. If you don't like a song within the first 5, 10 seconds, you probably aren't going to like the song, period. Now, of course, radio, the way it works is that radio tries to beat you over the head with a song so that the more familiar you are with a song, the more likely you are to change your mind on it. I mean, you might like the song right away, of course, that happens all the time. But the idea is that familiarity gets people to kind of lower their walls, so to speak. Now, the truth of the matter is that with most new school stuff, whether it be coming from established artists, legends, people that I like, or it's from the newer generation. I mean, I can play like 5, 10 seconds of it, and I'll know if the song is even worth listening to. Honestly, because usually the beat is a dead giveaway. If the beat's any good, then I listen a little longer. If the beat's trash right off the bit, right off the rip, it's not going to be a great song. I mean, that's just what it is. So I'm going to try with J. Cole here and try to give you a little something more substantial than I did the last time. Although I obviously kept that video because it was funny. All right, so Grippy, let's go.
She like my kick game, and when you meet on kick game, I put her front row to Nick game. Now she in my phone with a nickname. It's Grippy.
What does that remind me of? I mean, it's some Travis Scott shit. That's what that reminds me of. Yeah. Again, J. Cole, the positive rapper, is out here imitating the Migos. Well, obviously ASAP, but by sort of by definition. But the Migos, Lil Pump, Travis Scott. Even though he's trying to tell me that he's this new era's Nas or whatever. See, it just never really adds up. Because again, I can tell by musically what you're doing. Musically tells me who you are and what you're into. Now, this song Grippy, I'm assuming, is about how the pussy grips or whatever. Again, nothing really all that deep. And people talk to me about Cole being this positive artist. I'm like, and again, I'm not saying that you have to be pure and you have to be without sex topics and any of that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm getting at the fact that there's a disconnect between how J. Cole is marketed and what he's supposedly about versus what he's actually about, right? And that's obviously annoying, right? As a hip hop fan, somebody who listens to this rap shit, you're like, this sounds fake. So right away, I don't think the song's. I don't care. Like if I never heard the song again, I wouldn't miss it right off the rip. Cole is talking about, getting in some pussy, I guess, or kind of. Let's play a little more. I'll go back to it.
Grippy, Grippy. I call her that cause it's grippy. She thinking that she a hippie, and she thinking the lips she gon'
Grippy. I call it that because it's grippy. That's stellar, stellar songwriting right there, man. that's Nas level. Yeah, that list, right? Greatest rappers of all time. Number one Nas, number two J Cole.
don't lick me, and she sending a flip when she hit me. With a kissing emoji, she miss me. When she singing, she said she gon' strip me. She gon' chew on this stick like it's Wrigley's. Yeah. Believe it or not, like Ripley's. She said she was game until I slayed. Now she's strictly. As soon as she pays, I'm on the way, and I be showing her quickly. On the highway, I'm doing 150.
Here's the thing, though. I will say that this is typical Cole, actually. In fact, from what I remember with Cole, right around, I would say, the Friday Night Lights era, and maybe even a little bit before that. Cole has always talked about, how he smashes your girl and all that stuff. That was Cole's thing, you know. Yeah, he was always on that. Like, in fact, that was kind of like his, and that's really actually his entire steez, if you really think about it. I mean, yes, he tried to diversify his topics a little bit and seem deep, but the truth of the matter is that Cole was always on that tip. So this is sort of a return to form for him, actually. I mean, this is his audience. His audience want to hear about, dorm room sex. I guess, from the perspective of a tween, yeah. So, it's very like sort of like low key and R&B ish, really. And yeah, that's J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, R&B artist.
Like, I gotta get you up out of the Vickies. Like, so good I just had an epiphany. It's Grippy and wet, you know I'm a vet, but you're making me feel like a rookie. How you made me tap out so swiftly, but I'm back for the second round victory. I remember I saw you on Fifth Ave with your homie Sabrina and Tiffany. I was thinking like, damn, you click back, but I wanted your body specifically.
Okay, that's uplifting for sure. I just wanted your body. That's definitely specifically right. Gotta love it. That's feminist bars from Cole. He's using the same flow over and over. I kind of feel like doesn't really work on a beat like this in a sense, like it's just a little too lazy for me because the beat is really, really chill, right? Like when you look at Busta Rhymes, hits you no delays to what you're saying, silly with my 9 milli, what the dilly, when I get on the mic, I do my duty, right? Same flow. But even then he switches it up, right? But for the first 4 bars, he's using the same flow. Um, but that's a beat that requires that because that beat's so nuts. It's like the kind of beat you've never heard before in your life. It's crazy, and so when you have a really out there beat, it is a good idea to have like a very, um, sort of repetitive flow on it because it's almost like orienting. Certain things like you don't want to change too many things. Like again, think about like your audience when your audience is reacting to something, right? When you have a beat that's super out there, you don't necessarily always want to have a flow that's also super out there at the same time because it's a little too jarring, right? That's the brilliance of making art is that you make one or two things jarring and interesting, but you keep a couple of things traditional and sweet and beautiful so that people get it. So my point is that in this case, I think that this is the kind of beat where um, he could have switched it up. I think using the same flow literally for the last minute or so, I don't think is a good idea because it's just not it's not that compelling of a beat. So you might as well step your game up and be a little bit more compelling as a rapper.
Like, I'm trying to see how that glove gon' fit me. Like, I wanna feel like I'm touching your kidneys. Like, I'ma send all your kids to Disney. I'ma pay a little extra, make sure they be Mickey. She wet, she wet, she a Grippy. She wet, she wet, she a Grippy. Recipe, I'm trying to give you the recipe. I wanna kill that recipe. You know rap shit like it was a recipe. Like, Shanti, I wanna give you a mommy.
So who's this? Cash Cobain? I don't know who this is. Again, nothing he's saying is anything interesting. His vocal, the way he's delivering it is trash. Um, Cash Cobain. It's not an interesting name, but it's very generic. But I'm trying to think, I've always said there's something in the name. Like what's he getting at here by calling himself Cash Cobain, Kurt Cobain? I get it. Appeal to the white emo crowd, but um, Cash Cardi. Is that why he's doing this? Okay, whatever. Oh god. Oh my god, this is so whack.
Tony, I know I should make a homie. I wanna be one of the homies. Give it up, don't be acting phony. Like, Oni, you the opposite of Pony. Came you out like a pony. Ever you wanted, mommy, you can call me.
The opposite of Boney. Oh my god. That's great. That's great. That's lame. That's super lame. Sorry, I was gonna curse, but
TT, I wanna have a 16, bring it up.
So, of course, he's using the same flow as J. Cole. I don't know who's came up with first, J. Cole or Cash, either one, but both are committing a sin here. And again, the laziness of modern rap, where two people are rapping the exact same um, on on a record. But again, they're not the first to do it. I'm just saying. I've noticed this with Gunna. It's the same thing. The people just they get on a record and just do the same shit over and over again because that's what this era is about. It's all about regurgitation, and everyone thinks the same shit. It's fascist shit at the end of the day. But hey.
Never see me, money, money. I don't wanna talk about money. I don't think that I should talk about money. I wanna talk about money. You push my dog like a potty. Can't get you soul for your body. I wanna put it all in your body. When I can't get your jaws to my soul, let my soul for your body. I got that nigga soul. If I say that he don't want you, then he gets slimy. Take him.
Drop
Yes,
structure.
we can make a mess. I got something I must confess. I wanna see you get undressed. For sure. I wanna see you my address.
So, yes, I want to see if you can make a mess. I want to send you my address. Again, lazy. This is shit that you would freestyle, right? You guys are trying to figure out what you want to say on the beat, and you're just throwing shit out there. But again, that's sort of what this era is about. It's just throwing the first thought, the first lame thought, nothing deep. The first thing that comes to your mind, just put it out there, and people consume it. I guess. But like that to me, this is cutting room floor music. Like this is something where it's like, okay, we did, we're just testing. I'm in the studio with I'm Cash Cobain. I'm in the studio with J Cole, and we're just testing how we want to, figure out how we want to go on this record, on some fun shit, and then we scrap this and we actually create like a better song. But they just left it and put it out. It's okay, fair enough.
And with the love, I'm figuring out, can't forget about Millie. I wanna get body till you dizzy. Millie, I'm about to come in for so come here with me. Like you don't drink, can you send me? I want some fish. You so pretty, I got a thing for you. I wanna eat your body like a Tiffany's damn.
Like a Tiffany's McNugget, baby, for sure.
Or
For sure.
that was whack. That was whack. So I guess sorry, I did care for it. The old head in the room, but it's not because it's old. It's because the song sucks, and that's just what it is. If it was some new fire, whatever style, boom bap, whatever, and it was dope, I'd like it. You already know how it is. I'm more on point with new shit than even the young cats. I know what's hot. Like again, or I should say, what's gonna last. I would say, or it's actually decent, something that would get people going. Oh yeah, yeah, I like that. Not just some like ephemeral TikTok shit. I mean, I'm not on TikTok like that. So why would I know that? Yeah, J Cole, Grippy, uh, peace.